Welcome everyone to Belgium. It is time for round number 7, and after a 2 weeks break, it is time for us to return. And we are at Belgium, and it's also a sprint round. Now, we'll be going straight into a one-shot qualifying, so not the usual 18 minutes. So it's going to be quite fascinating to see who can perform over one lap. And obviously, then we'll have an 8-lap sprint race, and then the main race, which will be 22 laps. Now, this circuit has a lot of memories, and hopefully we're going to get some fascinating and brilliant action today. We obviously have Noah. Here we have also HP Gamer, and then we have Chad, and could Smithy get in the mix? Who else? To be honest, it's anyone's game, so it's going to be very exciting to find out how this one will play out. And the two AlphaTauris will be looking to kind of get even more points and just keep running away. Now, I don't actually have as much time this weekend to go through stuff, as we are straight into a one-shot qualifying, not the usual 18 minutes. So yeah, that's one of the changes, as is the sprint race. It's going to be one-shot quali and one-shot quali. Wow. The driver's just pushing over one lap, and that's what we love to see. So we should be getting underway soon. I think we are just waiting on a couple of more drivers, and then hopefully we will be getting going. For qualifying. And so we have a tiny bit more of a wait, so around 2 more minutes till we hit 6 o'clock in the UK, and obviously we should be finishing before the real life F1 sprint, so we will be sprinting today, and so will real life. So could we get a bit more of a could we get like a shock like we did in real life yesterday in qualifying, where Kevin Magnussen turns up, and it was technically kind of like a one-shot qualifying because no one actually managed to get like proper laps after that. So Magnussen performed, managed to do it. Could we get something similar to that? Obviously we're going to have different conditions in qualifying, which will then real life, so it's going to be dry in quali, and in wet it was a bit damp, etc, etc. Then the sprint will also be dry, and then the main race, which will go across 22 laps, we will start off the race in a bit of intermediate conditions, and then we'll be going to dry for the main race. So we currently are just waiting. We have 8 drivers right now, and it's obviously going to be fascinating. So while we are waiting, and I actually have some more time now, let's just quickly take ourselves through the championship standings, if I can find them. There we go. So let's just take us through the drivers for now. So it just keeps getting closer and closer. 1 point separates Chad ahead of HP Gamer, who's in second. It is going to be such a close championship, this one, and is hopefully going to go down to the wire. So we have Chad with 78. 1 point behind is HP Gamer, so anything that happens today could change the results. Then we have Archie in third, and then we have Cene in fourth, and then we have Josh in fifth, Noah in sixth, and then Raphael in seventh. Then we have Carlo in eighth, and Ace in ninth. Then Charlie in 10th, then Kieran in 11th, and then we have Flame, Trevor, and then FaZe, Ryan, and we have XL, who has not scored any points. So Ryan and XL with 0 points currently as it stands. And then let me just check if we have enough time to quickly take ourselves through the constructors. We should have enough time, so yeah, I'll just quickly do that. And then if the session gets underway, we will turn our attentions to that. So I think we do have some time for now. So let's just go through the constructors. Well, I think teams can forget about the top spot for now. I don't think people are readying up, so obviously the loading screens will take a bit, so let me just finish this off. So we have AlphaTauri then out in front, and 155 points. The only team who has more than 100. They are 74 points clear of Aston Martin, who are in second, Haas in third, Williams in fourth, Alfa Romeo in fifth, and then McLaren in sixth, Red Bull in seventh, Mercedes in eighth, Alpine in ninth, and Ferrari in 10th. So every team has scored points this season. I just had to quickly whiz through that because now it is time for the one-shot qualifying, and obviously we don't have as much time as usual due to we got to be right on the action, because if it's a one shot, then we got to be right on the action and following it all the way through, because any kind of mistakes can cost you dearly. So hopefully this will be a fascinating one. So we have less drivers than usual, and obviously the drivers have had more time to practice, more time to get a good setup, because of not only the 1 week break we had, which was planned, we had an extra one as well. So because of that, the drivers have had even more time, and I guess a proper 2 weeks, a very good time for them to get a rest, but also keep practicing and get ready for the last half of this season. Alright, here we go then. One shot qualifying. Let's see then who's going to come out on top as we make our way down towards turn number 1 with Smithy, and then I think Scene is in first place currently through the first corner, but then you have this run up a Rouge and then through Radion as well. Let's see, flick it in pretty well by Scene, who is currently on top. Now let's see who has gone with a more of a straight line speed car. Let's see if anyone's gonna gain any. We have Josh, who's up into third. We have Smithy, who momentarily moved up past. Now it's Josh, and we have Chad, who was momentarily into second, now up into first position. Oh, he almost loses it there, as it's an AlphaTauri 1-2. Smithy is already retired, and it's Scene versus HP8 Gamer. Oh, who is that? That's Chad. Chad is round, and I think that means then, I'm just trying to have a look. I think Noah is ahead. Yes, he is. So not too sure what the game is doing over there, but right. So Chad is currently in 5th position. Then we have Ace in 4th right now, but we have Scene ahead of HP8 Gamer, and then HP8 Gamer taking it. This is incredibly close between the two drivers. Could this go down to the last corner, which is the bus stop chicane? You flick it in, and now all you got to do is find the braking zone. Brake as late as possible, but make sure you've got the turn in right as he makes his way. HP8 Gamer in first currently. Does he have the run to the line to take it? Yes, he does. Or does he? No, it's Josh. So Josh, and I don't know if that was a last second change, but that was a very close qualifying. I don't know what that was, if that was a last second change, because it looked like HP8 Gamer had it right till I guess the last second it would have been. So, but the grid will be Josh, and look how close this qualifying was. The top 3 pretty close, and we're obviously gonna have to see Noah and Chad having to fight their way through, and possibly Smithy as well. So we still have a lot to happen, and this is the thing about sprint. If you have a bit of a bad qualifying, you can possibly recover and you can gain places, and that's exactly what I'm sure they will be trying. And we'll obviously have to see, can they recover and get to the front? So quite a few questions to answer. And this is one of the races which I really do look forward to, because on the opening lap you have the very long run up to Lecombe, which is absolutely amazing because you have cars in the slipstream, drivers have to defend, and it just gets very, very tight up there. So it's obviously going to be wet in the main race. For this race though, it's going to be dry at the start. So the main race will have a bit of a wet start and then it will move to dry. However, this race will have, basically the whole race will be dry. So yeah, we're not going to get to experience the wet conditions in the main race for the start of the race. Or we will, but for the sprint, we will get to experience it, and I love that run up to Lecombe, and I feel like the drivers will need to set themselves up. So the formation lap is underway then. So as usual, the formation lap, as the cars leave the line, only 8 drivers today. So a few drivers did check in but they didn't turn up. I'll check exactly how many. I think it was 11 last time I checked. We immediately have Noah and Carlo Bona disqualified from the formation lap as well. So yeah, if I go to tier 1 attendance, if I take a look, there was 11. There's only 8 drivers here, so 3 of them, I think that's Flame, FaZe and Kieran, the drivers who did check in but did not turn up, so checked in to be attending but they didn't. However, the other 8 haven't. I think Smithy was a bit of a I think Smithy didn't actually react to be attending, but then he changed it, so good to see him being able to attend. But we're gonna have Josh in first and HB8 Gamer alongside him. Now the battle will not only end at 1, it will continue throughout the whole sprint hopefully, and we'll hopefully get a bit of an exciting sprint. So in real life today, we're gonna have a Haas starting on pole. Today for the sprint race in FPRL, we will have a Haas starting on pole. So now let's see if Josh can hold it though. Oh, bye bye board. Right, Josh then, as we're coming to the end of the longest lap on the Formula 1 calendar. And let's wait then for Josh to line up in position and the rest of the field as well to follow. So Josh has not got his parking spot right. HB8 Gamer has got it perfect. What about Scene as he gets into place as well? So here we go, here come the lights. And we are racing in Belgium. HB8 Gamer has got a good start. Scene then, can he move up into second though? HB8 Gamer bogged down in the second phase. Noah late on the brakes as we make our way through the first corner. Ace has already lost many places and he's down to last. But now we make our way up the hill now as we see Josh leading, then HB Gamer in second, then Scene in third, and then we have close is Chad onto the back of Noah. But we now make our way down the Camel Straight. Let's see then, will there be any moves as Josh has got the gap, but can Chad try and get past Noah? He moves alongside and he's going to the inside. It gets tight down there and Noah has to cut across the curb. Will they give an opportunity to Smithy up the inside, and can he barge Chad out of the way to take the place? And now look at this, Carlo Bona, can he get past 2, 3 wide, down into the corner? They're all wide, and let's see, can he do so? Can he dance around the outside as Smithy has got the place, or has he? Yes, he has. Carlo Bona then, and Chad losing positions there, and he was trying to make a challenge but he lost places in the process. As we watch now on the attack, Noah, can he dance round the outside? That will be a fantastic move. Brilliant overtaking on the opening lap. They're still side by side now. And this is for third place. Can Scene keep his foot in? No, Noah has managed to get past, and he's up into the top 3 immediately. But now will Scene deploy a bit of his ERS? He is going to deploy a bit of the ERS. You might have overtaken me, but I'm going to come back, and he's going to try and do it on Blanchimon now. Down the inside he will go, and Noah's trying to keep his foot in. He's over the road, and he's still ahead. Can Scene go for it? Bold! Brilliant! He's got it stopped, but he used Noah as a bit of a break there as well. Fantastic battling immediately for third. And I had to take a step back because I thought there was going to be a bit more contact there. Let's see if there's any moves. As we have Ace, who is closing back up to the field, and round goes Carlo Bona. Carlo Bona is round. And I'm predicting there was some kind of contact and possibly a tap from the back. Okay, once again, guess what? It's time for the run. Down through Rouge and Radion, and then onto the Kemmel Straight. Can Scene defend this? Or can there be an attack from Smithy? Trying to get past. They remain in the same order. Noah. Let's see. He's pushing him through the corner. Noah is shouting, get on with it. Or if you don't, I'll overtake you. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Inside for Noah. And then he'll become the outside for the next corner through No Name Corner. Which I think has actually got a name this year. But let's still call it the No Name Corner. And we see the battle in favour of Noah. And then we have Carlo Bona, who is on the back of Ace as well. So much battling going on right now. Also, out in front, HP Gamer is just under 1 second. And who is that into the wall? That's Scene. Scene is into the wall. And we have side by side now. Carlo Bona trying to go around the outside. He's going to do so. There was a bit of tire banging there between the pair. And contact and contact and contact. I don't know who he made contact with. And I think that's also damage for him now. Yep, it is. As this battle will continue. Also, it's now outside 1 second momentarily. Let's see if we can get back in. So, there's still battling going on. Hopefully we can battle it out till the end of the sprint. And where's Smithy gone? Has he let him through? He's let him through, trying the Danny Berezne tricks because he wants to get the slipstream up the hill. It is in the final lap, and we have Carlo Bona getting back past Ace. But did Ace do the Danny Berezne tactics? Let's find out though. And I think Smithy may have just ran wide on purpose. Let's see, can Ace try and get the move done? No, he forces his rival into different racing lines. So if you maybe force your rival into the wrong racing line, you can take big advantage. Unfortunately for Scene, that's probably a sprint race done and dusted, unless there is any kind of more chaos that occurs in this race. But that was a bit frantic, and it actually had to make me take a few steps, but I don't want to go into the wall, so okay, we've now got into the situation where it's a bit more calm. Well, I feel like it's about to erupt again. So this is the battle for the lead, by the way. I haven't really checked in with these guys, but that's because the reason why I haven't checked in is because, like, the gap is just staying around that 8 second region, and also now DRS is enabled, so now there will be an advantage for HPA Gamer. So it was just pretty much staying where it is. It was just, I didn't expect any moves, but the battles were continuing through the rest of the field where I was expecting moves, and now technically this is the battle, the closest battle on circuit, so this is the battle we will focus on. And does HPA Gamer want to wait around? Will he take risks? We've already seen many risks taken. It's only the sprint race, but we have seen risks taken, and it's already resulted in a bit of contact, as we now see them make their way through. And then Noah is being chased down meanwhile by Chad as well. Oh, as over the road goes Smithy. Does that put him under pressure because Carlabona is coming at him, and Carlabona is coming to the inside, and Carlabona is coming to 5th place. He's getting past, and nothing really, to be honest, Smithy could do because he ran a bit wide, and then I guess Carlabona already had the momentum, already had the inside. And by the time they got into the corner, he already had 5th place, and trying to hold it around the outside would have been a bit, I guess, he'll have many more chances in the main race. Is spinning around is HPA Gamer, and he was getting close and close and close. However, I feel like he was pushing a tiny bit, maybe too much, and he was getting closer and closer, and that's when the pressure really started to creep in, and now we have the 2 championship rivals who are battling it out. Wow. He's managed to keep it on the wall though, so now we have the battle for 3rd and 4th between the 2 championship rivals. So the battle's still on. There's still more battling to come. As in the background, here we go with Carlabona versus Smithy. Smithy will try and have an attempt back. And now, does Chad want the place, or will he wait? Because it's basically risk versus reward. So it is only the sprint race, but you could possibly lose a chance of victory because if you're a bit more further back, because unless there's any safety cars, it kind of takes you out of tack. Here we go then. Are we about to see all the way around the outside? We are about to see all the way around the outside from Smithy. He's managed to get past, but still following closely is Cena, and he's gonna fall to defensive shape. And can he try and go all the way around the outside? Sorry, it's Carlabona. See, he's not even in the picture. Just muddling up names for a second. It's Carlabona versus Smithy. So we're still seeing Carlabona close. As meanwhile, HPA Gamer has managed to pull a tiny bit of a gap on his teammate and his rival for the championship. It's up to 1.4 seconds, and he's trying to chase down Noah now. So for now, on lap number 5, these are the battles, or this is really now the only battle left. And we now make our way down into the bus stop chicane. Remember, Smithy does have a penalty, so if Carlo wants, he can just chill in the DRS and basically just chill in the DRS, and I guess get the move that way. Smithy's gone for the same tactical move again. He's been watching a bit of Danny Perez there, hasn't he, lately? He's been watching the 2019 F1 esports race. He's not gonna brave it out like Barry Berman did. Maybe on the last lap he may, but for now he just wants. But for now he just wants to do the DRS chicken. Carlabona defends. Can Smithy now for another lap run and go around the outside? He's done it. He's got through. And if he's gonna, and I think Carlabona will understand his plans. He's trying to do the DRS chicken every single lap. Oh, he's pushing him through the corner. Corner is Carlo. And as a racing driver, I'm sure Carlo would understand by now. I'm sure he understands that why every single lap is the case that Smithy is running wide through the first corner. And I think those are one of the things, and he'll start doing it. He'll start doing it as well. Oh, are we about to see a move? Now, he's gonna try and make it immediately. It's a Carlabona's turn to go into turn number 1 ahead. Is it his turn? Can he dance round? Yep, he's done it. Carlabona's up into 5th. And now is it Carlabona's turn, I wonder, to do it? Or will Smithy let that happen? Late lunge. Did Carlabona break early? Well, now we're going to different corners and doing the same thing. And now, does Carlabona stick behind? But the Mercedes has the DRS. Let's see as we go down into turn number 1. No DRS chicken this time. Maybe there was a bit of DRS chicken earlier in the lap. Well, this time, they're just going to continue the battle up the hill. And Carlabona's this time waited. He could have made the move at turn number 1. He decided to wait. This is the reason why. Because now, the flap, the rear wing opens. And when it opens, he sees the Mercedes, which was ahead. Then it was alongside. And now he sees it behind. Carlabona has got the place. And he's up into 5th. But we still have more laps to go. Now, I didn't want to jinx it. That's why I didn't mention it. It's under 1 second. What's happened there? What's happened there? You needed that reaction by me there. I'm a bit unsure what's happened. Well, I did one of the weirdest reactions. Well, I guess was it the two championship rivals colliding? Like, I'm cutting to the things at the right time. I'm really cutting to it. Like, I cut to it exactly when something happened. Well, I've cut to this exactly when something's happening as well. Here we go then. We're gonna have Noah with the opportunity. We're gonna go on to the last lap of the sprint race. And oh, Josh is round. He spun around, and Noah will say thank you very much, and he will go on to win the sprint race. And I was getting excited for a last lap battle. Well, the last lap battle won't be the case. Well, at least we're going to have one for 4th place now. Now, unless Chad has... Well, he does have more ERS, but I don't know if he'll be able to get close. And if he does, he'll need to make it at the bus stop chicane. And he is, to be honest, getting close, but I don't think he'll need to really be pushing through the rest of his lap. He's actually gaining so much. And you can see it's his turn to deploy all the ERS now. He's got the gap under 1 second. Maybe it's not over. Maybe there is still more battling to come. Josh will start last then. And he will have to try and do a last to first. Now he needs to. If there's going to be a chance for Chad, he needs to follow closely. Deploy all the ERS you have now. But he's just outside of 1 second, so I doubt there will be any kind of moves unless he pulls something mega out of the last few corners which remain on this lap. He will have another straight, but I think he's deployed most of his ERS on the Kemmel straight. And now we see Smithy then, who will have one last opportunity to get past. Down into the bus stop chicane. It's going to be tight between them there. Anyway, Noah then said he was good at the circuit. We obviously didn't get to see the last lap we wanted. There's yellow flags out to the 3rd sector, and I think that is Smithy who's had issues. We'll join that in a second. But we're going to watch Noah then, who will take pole position for the main race in Belgium. As he comes over the line, he weaves across it, and he takes pole position for the main race. And Chad pushed him hard, but he couldn't do it. But can he do it tomorrow? Or I guess, yeah, real terms tomorrow, but if we're being realistic, it's tomorrow, but I guess it's the same day, just after this. But can he do it in the main race? Then we have HP Gamer in 3rd, Carlabona in 4th, and then Ace is finished 8/10 behind, but that's because Carlabona had a penalty. I think, possibly. I did see Carlabona 3 second did come up. And I think Smithy for Smithy is the same case, pushing a bit too hard, as we seen come across the line. But this race has proven that for the main race we're gonna get a lot of action. And obviously we're gonna start off in intermediates. But Noah did the job. He pressured Josh. That's the thing. He pressured Josh. And if you put the pressure on like that, then he was able to capitalize and pull that out of the bag. So, congrats to him for winning the 2nd sprint race of the year. And we are obviously going to have to wait to find out the main race results, but that's going to be coming very shortly. And also Chad beating his teammate And I'll take a look in a second, but I think Chad was 1 point ahead, so he'll be eking a tiny bit more out. And as you can see, it is wet, but I've already been mentioning that, so we will start in inters, and then we will go to dry conditions. Now, we're obviously gonna have to, obviously it'll be a bit different now. It's gonna be different. We're gonna be in the wet. There may be cars even more over the place on a damp circuit, and the crossover will be crucial. It will be very, very crucial that you move on to the new set of tyres at the right time. And hopefully it's going to be another close contest. So, the formation lap will begin. There you go. As the cars leave the grid for the formation lap. And I would love a last lap shootout around Belgium. That would be fascinating to see. But the drivers were so aggressive in the sprint race, so I think the aggression will go a level up in the main race now. Now, as I was saying at the beginning, that for the real life sprint race, for the real life F1, Kevin Magnussen took pole yesterday, and he started the race on pole. Then we had, and then I also mentioned Josh for Haas started the race on pole. So, but it was going all well. So I was about to say but then he obviously lost it. That this is what Kevin Magnussen wants to do in real life. So, but no. There's no point saying it now, because that's definitely not what he wants to do. Bin it on the penultimate lap. And we also had a Red Bull chasing him. So, Verstappen pressured Kevin Magnussen into a mistake. Well, hopefully that isn't the case, and hopefully Magnussen at least can hold on for a bit. Let's not hope that Verstappen just gets the inside. Goodbye, Magnussen, I'm off. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Right, so we're obviously going to have a 22 lap contest. And Chad, obviously, as I mentioned, that with the sprint race, you can, if you have a bad qualifying, you can improve. You can get better in the sprint race, get a better result, and then start better for the main race. And that's exactly what Chad managed to do. So, as you just about to get into position, so watching on board. Alright, here we go, the lights are coming on. 3, 4, 5 red lights are on in Belgium. And we are racing in the wet conditions. It's a good start from the pole sitter Noah, but can he stay ahead of Chad as we go into turn number 1? Can HPA Gamer dive it up the inside? Now, here we go then. Use all the ERS you have as we make our way up the hill. Now, Noah has been able to keep the lead. But then the two AlphaTauris, we also have Smithy who's trying to get the move done, and HPA Gamer may lose out. He has lost out as cutting across the curb is Smithy. As we go now down this Kemmel straight, and pulling alongside is Chad. He wants to take the lead of the race. He's getting to the inside, and can he get to the lead? They're wheel to wheel. He's got through the lead of the race. HPA Gamer trying to barge him out of the way as Noah comes across the curb, but it is going to be Chad who is still behind and we'll let the rest of the action continue. No, he's managed to get through, and is there gonna be a bit of contact? Noah sends it in. Can he get spun around? He is gonna get spun around, and a chaotic opening lap with contact and more contact and more contact. And finally, I can take a breath. It's Chad leading Smithy, leading HPA Gamer, leading Carlavona. But that's disappointing for Noah, and I feel like it was always going to get tight. He was just trying to control the car, but I think that was HPA Gamer on the back of him, who I guess he was controlling it, but then when he got tapped a bit more, it was undrivable, uncontrollable. As we're seeing the predicted pit stop strategy twice. Thank you very much. I only need it once, but thank you, game. We have Noah on the back, and HPA Gamer has found the wall, and here we go. This is the battle for second. These two had a brilliant battle in the sprint race. They're continuing it, this time in the wet. And is this going to be a Chad masterclass drive, as we see Ace fighting with Noah? And Noah, can he get through? Ace is still giving us some brilliant action, keeping it in there. And is he going to keep the place though? Down into turn number 1. Fascinating, amazing, brilliant to watch these two. Noah then with the switcheroo. We're on board with him. We are on board with him. And let's see. As he's getting close, let's see what the exit is looking like. He backs out of it first, because then he knows he gets a good exit there. Ace has a snap, and then that opens the door for Noah, who is getting through, and Josh will also now be on the back. Are we seeing a late lunge there? Down the inside, yep we are. Josh has got through. I was just trying to see who it was diving. This is Carlavona, and then we have Chad saying, more of this racing, so I can just pull away and dominate from the front. But obviously there is still more to happen in this race. And hopefully the pack closes up a bit more. Maybe one safety car would be good today, and then we can get the whole field a bit more closer, and then a bit more of a duel. But obviously we do have the slicks battle, which is gonna come very soon, as well as... Okay, thank you very much. I don't need to keep seeing the predicted pit stop strategy. I think it's the favorite thing for them to show right now. But I guess we have some more racing. We are more interested in racing than a graphic which we've already seen. Let's see. So Carlo lifts, and he hopes there's a better exit. Can he try and make the move down into the bus stop? No, he's trying to take a different racing line. Let's see on the exit. As we see Smithy just pull away a tiny bit, and we have this train. So we have 2 trains right now, and HPA Gamer really does need to get some overtakes if he wants to go and chase down Chad. As we now see Carlo getting a penalty, we see HPA Gamer doing exactly what I said, being on the attack, making some overtakes. Can he now dance around the outside? Will Carlavona keep his foot in? Carlavona breaks late. HPA Gamer though has the better line. He has the outside, and now he's into the top 3. But can Carlavona try and get the better exit? He does have the better exit, and now they're deploying ERS down into the next corner. Can Carlavona? He's trying it, and HPA Gamer may need to give up this one before there is more contact. And he has... Carlavona has got the place back, and so Carlavona has got the place back, and the gap is now just staying 3.1 seconds. But Smithy is leading a train, which is now being joined by Noah as well. Oh, that's gonna be late. Can he get through? Carlavona trying to make the move, and he was trying He was trying, but all of this action is not only, but it's not all of this action is going to give us entertainment, but it's also going to mean that Chad is going to absolutely pull away from this. And we have now HPA Gamer who's on the back momentarily until he has to back a bit out of it. Can Carlabona make a late breaking move, or is it going to be Noah around the outside? That is brave. Can he hold it in there? And now they're wheel to wheel down towards turn number 1. No, Noah I think has backed out of it there, but let's see if he can get the exit right, and then can he try and make a challenge. And talking about challenge, I feel like it's going to be, and the gap's coming down, so I feel like Chad is just calming it down. And so we can see Carlabona's actually under real pressure here, and Carlabona goes defensive for another lap, and he's going to send HPA Gamer around the outside. Is there going to be contact? For a second I thought there would, and that's going to open the door for Noah. Can Noah dive it in? Watch it, see it. Oh, there's almost contact. He's almost into the grass and he has to back out of it. So HPA Gamer will now try and get back a bit more closer. He'll try and get to Smithy. I think possibly Chad was just taking a bit of a deep breath for a second and then continues pulling away. So there is also, I do need to keep an eye on this battle. I forgot this was going on as well. So I think Scene has managed to get, I think Ace was ahead of Scene. He was behind Josh. So I think Scene's managed to get past Ace. And now Scene is trying to get past Josh as well. Now I'll just quickly watch this battle just in case if there's any kind of late lunges. And HPA Gamer getting close to the Mercedes. Now down into the bus stop. No attempts from there. Actually, Noah was looking close, as we also have the move there. Oh, that's because Josh is in. So that's why we have the move. Josh is in. So now that leaves us with only this battle to focus on. Oh, here we go then. The battle for second place continuing. And now, can HPA Gamer go wheel to wheel through a rouge in the wet conditions? Look at this. They're side by side. And look at the time they've lost. Because Carlabona, who fell out of that 1 second, which obviously doesn't matter because there's no DRS in the rain. And you can see Smithy is going fully defensive. He really wants to keep the place. And now they're going to appear in our picture now. And they're going to appear with Smithy still ahead. And you could tell how defensive. You could tell him going defensive again is Smithy. Can HPA Gamer go round? And that's opening the door for Carlabona, who shoves HPA Gamer out of the way. And HPA Gamer's lost another place. May he lose another, because Noah has the momentum. Does he have the pace? He's going to try and dive to the inside. I'm having to take step back once, but twice, but 3 times. Keep going. And now, this has not been a good lap for HPA Gamer. He's now lost out to Noah as well. He's lost out, and that's how this race is going to go. He was trying to get past, and he couldn't make that move on up, because that move was crucial. If he got through, then it wouldn't have put him in this situation. But I guess he's going to have to work for it more, as Carlabona is still then very close, and we can actually see the spray is kind of fading as well. And look at this, they're wheel to wheel, and HPA Gamer is going to retake the place. Can Noah come back at him though? Noah is going to the inside, late on the brakes, and he's managing to retake the place, and the cars are coming in. So, who's going to stay out again? That's going to be Carlo. And I think that's going to be set for hard tyres. That's going to be the hard tyres for him, as the spray is gone. And now we have clean, dry weather. So, as we see a bit of split strategy here going on. So, and also, hold on, let me just get the tyres up for you. But after that, I do actually need to, we have HPA Gamer! HPA Gamer! And where is he gone? And will that be the full course safety car as well? What happened there? He is out of the race. And the full course safety car is out. And that is going to be dream to Carlo Bona's ears. He will get to make a free pit stop. And if you ever have a moment like this, Carlo Bona, wow, this has opened the door. This has opened the door for Carlo Bona now. Chad is going to be trying to get every single thing he can. He will be hoping that he doesn't leave anything. He can't afford to leave any time. And we have Smithy, who's now got a drive-through penalty, which he'll need to serve. And Chad right now will be trying to get everything he can out of the Delta. We have the safety car Delta. He will be trying his absolute best to gain every single millisecond he can, because that's how close it could be making a pit stop under a safety car. But that's... So I don't know, I feel like it wasn't a crash or anything. I feel like he just stopped by the side of the circuit, so now this is going to be crucial. I have a feeling that Chad is still going to get out though in front, but I'm sure could gain some advantage. Now let's see, because Chad is having to stick to the Delta time while Carlo Bona isn't, and he's now heading, because now Chad's accelerating. Let's see then, how close will this be? Will it be Carlo? It's gonna be Carlo Bona. Carlo Bona, because of the safety car coming out at the right time, has now got up into the lead. And for a second I thought we were gonna have a double AlphaTauri DNF as we were watching Chad getting so close, but there is still so many penalties we need to figure out, so let me also get the penalties up for us. That's an important thing to know. Okay, let me just take you through the tyres. I had to kind of take you through the tyres and then kind of switch to HBA Gamer due to what happened, but okay, let's just focus now on the tyres quickly and then I'll move on to penalties. So we have Carlo Bona, who's matched Chad, gone into the hards. Noah has also matched the top two, but then we have Smithy, Scene, Josh and Ace, who have decided to go a bit different. So they've gone on to the set of mediums. We're obviously gonna have to see now, but I feel like it wasn't really a crash. I don't think, personally, don't think it was a crash that took HBA Game out of the contention of this race. I'll see if I can find out, maybe by him. But moments like this have a big impact on your World Championship. And now he'll need a bad race from Chad, which obviously is possible. It's so easy, because look, one race you're out of position, and then there's a possibility that, because obviously we saw Chad, we obviously saw it, so Chad was out of position and then he had to get in a lot of battles, which it was so tight, and we thought there would be a lot of contact, which there was a lot of banging wheels. Luckily not much front wings. So yeah, he just parked up, so I feel like either he had to go maybe, so he just decided to press retire, and oh, we have a position change. I think that would 100% be accidental. Oh no, Josh is in, that's why. Josh is in, that's why. So I thought there was a position change until the pit thing came up. So now let's move. So those are the penalties. So Carlo Bona, the race leader, with 6, then Smithy with the drive-through, and we have Josh in 3rd. So sorry, Josh with a 3-second time penalty. Oh no, I think he served it. Was it? Wasn't there someone else with a penalty? Yes, just a 3 second. I accidentally said he was in third. It wasn't, because he was in the pit, it wasn't appearing, so I thought. But second. And now we're just gonna go. I think this will be the final lap, because Josh will close up easily. And an Aston Martin safety car leads an Aston Martin F1 car, leads an AlphaTauri, leads a Mercedes, leads a Red Bull. And I feel like this is going to be a bit of a fascinating race from now. Now, one thing I love is late safety cars. I absolutely love late safety cars, so I think it's on reduced, so we can only have, I think, 2 per race, so I'm hoping that if there's going to be a safety car, it happens at the end. Or like around the end, because I love when everyone goes onto a fresh set of softs, and then it's a pure battle till the end, and also if the gaps are a bit extended. They manage to go up again, or go down, I meant. But it's hopefully going to be a fascinating contest from now. We will fly on to lap number 9. And we're on lap 8 currently. We've got the message that the safety car is going to be coming in. And now Smithy will need to be. So I'll leave tyres on just to remind ourselves on who is going to be on the attack. Scene has been given a 5-second time penalty for collision with Noah. Now, depends what the collision was, because they can be removed if the game is just being classic. Anyway, Carlabona will lead us when we do go racing. And there we go. Carlabona leads us in Belgium, and Noah is coming in to the pits. And now, are we about to get changes immediately? We have over here, we have Smithy's managed to get past, so I've missed that accidentally, sorry guys. So, Smithy has managed to get past, and that was expected. He needed to do that on the mediums, and now he needs to go and chase down the person he was dueling so much. Now they're going to duel it out for race victory. So, they were dueling it out in the sprinters for lower positions. Now they're going to have to duel it for race victory. Let's see on board. Can Scene go for it on Josh? No, we can't. And then we have Ace in 6th, and we have Noah then. So I'm not too sure. I don't remember him getting. I don't think there was a penalty. There might have been. I may have just missed it, because the law's happened already, so I may have missed it. But I think it was just maybe. Actually, no, I think I know. I think he got damaged. That's why. So obviously, I'm not 100% sure, but that's the only reason why he would pit, I would say, because obviously we saw Scene got a penalty for collision with Noah, so I think Noah got damaged because of it, maybe. So yeah, and actually Chad, hard tyres, warm up being a tiny bit slower for Chad, and Josh will be trying to make the move. This has also given everyone an opportunity to save ERS as well. And we have Smithy, who is on the charge, on the attack. And there's going to be, these are the battles we will need to keep an eye on. And very, very close is Smithy. And he should be, because now he has a tyre advantage. And if he's going to try and stretch it out till the end, I don't even know if he can stretch it out. If he will, then the tyres will fade, and you can see Carlabona knows that there's a Mercedes on the attack. He knows the attack is about to come, and he knows there's a chance of a victory. Fading now as they go wheel to wheel, and we see Smithy taking the lead, but Carlabona was moving a bit around, which kind of got me like, oh, don't collide, and Carlabona's still on the attack. Can he try and make the move? He brakes early, He's trying to get different racing lines. And Josh has also managed to get ahead of Chad. Obviously the battle for the leader was going on, so that's why I was focusing on that. But can Carlo Bona stay close on this lap and then deploy the ERS, and obviously he will get the DRS, not down towards the bus stop, he will get it on the Kemmel Straight. And now I did say that that the tyre warm-up maybe for Chad, but I think he just didn't have it. Yeah, probably it was, but obviously the other hard runners did get it done. Oh no! Smithy has spun around and he's lost the car, and that is going to be Carlo Bona, who will be fascinated with that one. I don't know if there was any damage, but he spun around. So that's pretty crucial, as we see. Sorry guys, accidentally went on mute. So Smithy is coming, so we did have damage. And Josh has closed down Carlo, and now Carlo will know. Carlo will now realise that the person behind me now, this is the person I will have to fight as hard as I can. And when we came into this race, I wanted kind of like a shock winner. And Carlo Bona isn't one of those people who is normally up there. So I guess if he was to win, then that would be a shock winner, I guess, for me technically, because for most of the race as well, he's fighting a bit for the lower end. Talking about fighting for the lower end, there we go. So the sprinter was fighting for the lower end a bit. I mean, there isn't much driver, so the lower end is obviously fifth, which... Oh, Noah is round! Noah is spun around, and... more mistakes creaking for the drivers. Anyway, back to my point. So, obviously, fifth, you would say is, like, top midfield, but obviously, as we only have 8, it was a bit more of the lower end. In the main race, he was actually fighting a bit more at the top, because he was battling away for second. I think he was involved in that battle. So now he's battling though for the race leaders. We see nothing getting ahead of Chad. I finally just wanted to finish that sentence. Anyway, the battle for the lead, and we have Chad who's going to come back. Let's just focus on this momentarily. I'm going to have to cut away. If Josh gets too close, he is getting too close. He's getting far too close. And that's going to be bad news for Carlo Bona if he's going to be this close. Chad has, by the way, managed to get ahead, but I just had to cover that. And I think that's Scene. Yep, Scene is gone round. I don't know if there was contact. And will that mean that Ace will have the momentum? I don't think he'll manage to get through on that lap, but wow, Carlo Bona was forced to the defensive. Oh no, Josh! He's lost the car, and we saw it. We saw it in the sprint race right at the end. We've seen it on lap number 12 of the contest today, as Chad has been given a penalty. So we're in this scenario now that the hard runners are ahead of the mediums. Yeah. The hard runners are ahead of the medium runners. Well, I guess that isn't a good thing then. And there's a 7.8 seconds. Oh, I was watching it live, so I don't know why I didn't realize. I just heard a loud bang. That's all I heard, and I was like, "What happened?" I guess the camera angle wasn't producing it properly, but yeah. So the hard runners ahead of the mediums. So the mediums were supposed to be the faster ones for now, and as you can see, seen as damage. So there's supposed to be the faster ones. Those are the ones that are supposed to be the ones on the attack. And we're obviously now gonna have to see Josh will have to close down on Chad. And Carlo has been given another penalty as well. That's not what he wants. As we now know the order, let's now just switch it up to the penalties, because the penalties will start coming in for the drivers. And the gap is 2 seconds between first and second, but we have Josh who is close. And just waiting for the action to kick off once again, which it will surely kick off, because Josh is close and he'll be hoping that he can get the move done. As we go through Blanchimon and towards the bus stop chicane. And now the race has got to a bit of the calm point. This is exactly what I'm saying. If we have a safety car around like a bit more of the latter stages of this one, then that would mean that everyone's on softs, everyone's on the attack, and then we have a bit of chaos right at the end, I guess. So it would get rid of those big gaps. And then obviously we'll have some drivers who decide to stay out, some drivers come in. We basically have all of that, so the penalties would pay a big difference in this race. And we have Chad, who's got the least amount of penalties. But for now, Josh isn't worrying about penalties, he's worrying about getting past. And now Chad is also in the DRS. Chad is also now in the DRS. And Carlabona barely has any ERS, so he won't have too much to defend. And the gap is 1.1 seconds. I think it's going to be crucial if Chad can get inside, because if he manages to get inside that 1 second, it'll be good for him, because then that kind of saves the threat. As he flicks it in. 1.5 seconds is the gap, so Carlabona has been able to extend it. And I think this is where Chad makes the gain. And you can see he literally gained so much time on this lap, and he's now inside that 1 second. The crucial 1 second, you need to be inside. So let's see, the rear wing goes open for the Haas, but not only the Haas. It goes open for the AlphaTauri. But I guess he's fallen out of 1 second, so he didn't have a good run coming out of the bus stop chicane. He's deploying all the ERS he can to get back in it. Let's see if he gets it this time. Wait for it. There you go, it's open. And now he is gaining with every meter that we run. He's gaining on the Aston Martin. Can he try and make the move? He's going to try and go around the outside. Wait for them to appear all the way around the outside. That is a mega move from Chad, who has got up into the race lead. But is Carlabona coming back? Can Carlabona come back? He's gone for it down the inside again. They're side by side now. As we go down towards No Name Corner, they're making a bit of contact, and Carlabona has got back through, and I don't know if there's gonna be any damage. And now can Josh get through? Now Josh will need to take advantage of the chaos which will just happen. So wow, that got a bit chaotic. Lap number 15 off 22, and there is still a battle on, and I think Chad will once again go for the same thing. Deploy the ERS here. Let's see, has he gone for it? No, but Josh this time isn't in the 1 second either, so now Josh is deploying, but he's gonna gain anyway. But has he gained enough, and has he gained enough to be inside the 1 second by the detection zone? Let's see. He's got it, yes he has. And also the Haas behind of Josh has also got it. And I'm thinking he's going to go for the same thing again. Get a good exit out of here. And then stay close. And attempt number 2 is going to be coming. We'll watch it from the back of the Aston Martin. And we are going to see the attempt by Chad. You can see there is a car coming closer. But the braking zone just comes before there is any kind of move. And we're now just in this scenario in this race where the drivers will be pushing on and hoping that they have enough pace. Also, there is a change down the straight. Smithy has got past Ace and he just got outside 1 second again out in front. This race really, I think, is going to have a brilliant ending because the drivers will be deploying all the ERS they have, because Carlabono, I feel like, doesn't have too much left, so it's going to be crucial to see. But he does seem to get some very good exits out of some corners, which obviously does help him. As you can see now, Chad gains in the straight line part of this lap, because you can see the gap was 1.4, and now by the time we get down into the bus stop chicane, it's inside 1 second. There's also another change, and that is Noah getting past Ace. Let's cut back then to the battles. And this race is gonna be... Oh! Chad was momentarily a ghost, and I think that's why he lost so much time to 1. So now he's left himself vulnerable now down the straight. And now he's going to be very vulnerable, because Josh, who has been close, will now open the DRS. And as we make our way down the straight, Josh is gonna fly through, and as he flies through, he also gets inside that 1 second of Carlabona. And now it's a 3-way battle, 3 different manufacturers. Let's see who is going to come out on top. Will it be Aston Martin? Will it be Haas? Or will it be the normal team? The normal team who is normally up there, Alpha Tauri. And let's see the one, and we also have, this is the battle. Come on, let's have a look at it. And they're side by side. This is the battle we were expecting, and they're going to make contact, and into the wall. And into the wall is sent Noah. And Ace goes back to, I thought he was going to be out of the race. I thought he was going to be in the wall. When that happened, and now he's trying to get past Ace immediately. He's gonna do so. Josh has a lot of ERS. Chad have enough pace though to stay close. And look at how much Josh has gained, and the Aston Martin will now be under serious pressure as we will go down the straight. And you can see he's this close. He's pulling alongside his rival, and as we go down the straight, Josh has done it. Josh takes the lead here in Belgium, and is he going to be on his way now to take race victory, or can Carlabona stay with him, stay close? This will be crucial, as we also see some changes. Let's see who comes out ahead. It's going to be the Mercedes or Smithy, so both of them have decided to come in. Noah has also got a penalty now. And look how close Carlabona is pushing his rival. And now we're going down. Through the last part of this lap, is Collarbone gonna go for the immediately? But I think Josh will have the speed in the straight line, will he? Yep. He does, but Collarbone is putting huge pressure. This will be for race victory, and if these two are to collide, it still could be a Chad victory. So down into turn number 1 they go. And we'll now see it from the back. So I believe Josh hasn't won a race before. And I don't know about Josh, but I don't think he's won a race before. But I think, I'm 100% sure that Collarbone hasn't. But it's just about Josh, who I'm a bit unsure about, but don't think he has won either. So looks like we're going to have a first time Grand Prix victory, unless this man, the AlphaTauri of Chad, has anything to say. Can Collarbone push on? And this is going to be annoying for Collarbone because he's not only lost that DRS, oh well, he's now got back in it. Collarbone is very good through this part of the lap. Just look at the gain. Just look how much he gains, but he doesn't have enough ERS. He doesn't have enough speed in a straight line. So as you can see, the gap's going up, and he, to be honest, does all he can. He just, and I don't think his setup is also a really straight line one either. So this is going to be a hard task for Collarbone, because now he's also going to be under pressure by Chad. And I think if Chad wants to win this race, he needs to overtake Collarbone as quick as possible, and then he'll have to chase after Josh. And you can see Collarbone has got another penalty, and you can see also that Chad is deploying. Here we go, we're going down into Lecombe, and we are seeing Chad, who is moving up ahead. He's moving past, and now unless Chad can chase after Josh, it kind of looks impossible. Smithy set the fastest lap. Not too much of a surprise. We have seen who's on the back of Ace though. And Collarbone is still pushing Chad around this lap. As Seen has managed to get through, but was that Ace doing the mind games, doing DRS chicken? We're obviously gonna find out. Look how much ERS Ace has. I think he's deciding to save it for now. And also so we still have the battles continuing on lap number 20, and you can see 0% for Collarbone. He takes a different racing line. He'll now have the 8 of the DRS, which will help him. So as we watch the different onboards, as you can see, deploying all the ERS he can, but the gap just gets so much, and then he'll try and deploy all the DRS as well. Just doesn't, he can't carry the speed then through a Rouge. And you can see the gap staying the same. DRS, he has the rear ring open, but not making a difference at all. Yellow flags through the second sector, and that's Josh. Josh is out of the race. Can you believe it? And what happened there to Josh? somehow, we're going to see here, he's out. And that's going to be another retirement which we're going to be unsure about. But now we could have a battle for the leaders. Ace gets a penalty. And that's going to be so disappointing. And now Collarbone knows he's back in game. If he gets a good exit here, he deploys all the ERS. Can he try and make the move then? He's finally actually looking a bit gooder and a bit more good in straight line. But he'll have to make the bus stop chicane dive if he wants to do it. We're on the penultimate lap. We thought the battle for the lead possibly might have been over. Let's see what's the run looking like for Collarbone. He'll get the DRS. And it hasn't been a good one. We're about to go on to the final lap of this race. Can Collarbone do it? I would say brake early, because then you get the DRS as well. And he'll be a sitting duck. And he's got a better exit. Let's see, he's going to stay right behind the AlphaTauri. We're battling on the final lap in Belgium. And it's going to be Chad versus Collarbone. Will he be the man who has won the most races? Or will it be Chad? Or will it be Collarbone who is trying to take his first ever victory? He doesn't have the straight line speed though. That's the only issue he has. But if he stays close, can he stay close? This is going to be huge pressure now. For Chad, he'll take different racing lines. He will try absolutely everything he can. But remember, Collarbone does have that penalty. But this is going to be for track position. And I am hyping this up like there's no penalties, but do remember there is penalties. But I guess we still have a last lap battle, and if these two are to crash out, there still could be someone else who wins. And we would still love to see some wheel to wheel at the end. We would still love to see side by side action at the end. And obviously, due to the penalty, it won't really make a difference, but still anything could happen. And if there's contact, if Chad maybe spun out, we don't know. Anything could happen. We're now heading right to the end. What's the exit looking like? Deploy all the ERS you have, and then see the run you got. And it doesn't look like it's a good one for Collarbone. Well, Chad was gonna win anyway. However, he's gonna do it on circuit as well. Chad then has won the most races in FPRL, and he can add another one to his collection as he rounds the last corner. In Belgium, it's victory for Chad. What a mega drive by him, and a fully deserved race as well. And then we'll have Noah, who will come home to take a podium, but I'm sure he would have been wanting more, but that's still a good effort by him. As we see Smithy then in fourth. He'll come home to take fourth, and then we'll see him in fifth, and then we'll have Ace in sixth. But that race, even unfortunately there was penalties at the end, but still it had a lot of chaos. It had one safety car, and it still was a good race in Belgium. So we're just gonna try and get and see if it's possible that we could have an interview once again with the drivers. So let's just confirm the results for you. Chad in first, then we have Noah. Is it raining now? Is it raining in the background? Well, it doesn't matter, race is over anyway. Chad in first, then we have Noah in second, then Collarbone in third, then Smithy in fourth, then we have Ace who will be happy with that one in 5th, then C in 6th, and then HPA Gamer will be saying, what could it have been? And then we have Josh in 8th position. But obviously we had to wait 2 weeks for this, but it was well worth the wait. Absolutely a fantastic race. And the action it had. Now hopefully the F1's real life sprint can be just as exciting. So just hearing that there will not be any interviews, so we're just gonna end it off like that then. So obviously I'll just finish off now, but HPA Gamer, then obviously we have the sprint coming up. Let's just move on. So we have 14 minutes till the real life sprint, and hopefully the real life sprint can just be as exciting as this. And right, okay, now let's just finish off from here. We have Chad, who will be, I guess, classic Chad stuff, dominating. I guess obviously dominating at the end, but throughout the race it was actually pretty close, and there was obviously quite a bit of a challenge from behind, and obviously he wasn't even leading for quite a bit, but it was at the beginning dominant, but then it became a bit more closer with the safety car, and then obviously we saw it kicked off. But Carlo will be happy with that one though, because obviously he wouldn't have won anyway even if he got through because of the penalties, but the safety car really did help him. Right, so that's it from Belgium then. Tier 2 will return tomorrow as well. We hope you have a fantastic F1 sprint today as well in real life, and we will see you then next week when FPRL returns. Goodbye.